Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you. And I hope you had a great weekend. And now we are back in the work week, but never fear, it's still time for us to look at God's Word and to enjoy a few moments with 5 Minutes with Phil. Thanks for joining me here today. And I want to do something kind of different this week. We've done this before, but we're going to try it again this week, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to take the same two verses all week long, Monday through Friday. We're going to look at the same two verses each time. And what we're going to do is find 5 thoughts for us to unpack, in each of these days in these two verses. So here's the setting, okay? Paul is finishing up his first book to the church in Corinth, okay? So it's 1 Corinthians. And in the last chapter, which is chapter 16, Paul goes in verses 13 to 14, and he gives 5 instructions to these people that he really cares about and he wants to help in their spiritual lives. And he's actually very, very concise with what he has to say, but each of these commands, I think, packs a big punch for us today here in the 21st century. So why don't we take a look at them? You ready? Verse 13, it says this, and look what I underlined because that's the first instruction we're going to look at. Be on your guard, stand firm in the faith, be courageous, be strong, and do everything in love. So today, we're going to look at that instruction to be on your guard. Be on your guard. Now, what does that mean? That I believe is an instruction for the Christian to stay spiritually alert when they go through life, when they go through their day. Be alert. Have you ever caught somebody sleeping on the job? Or maybe you're a student and you've noticed a classmate of yours who has fallen asleep during class. I've certainly noticed people when maybe I've been a little less than exciting on Sunday morning, they have drifted off into sleep while I'm in the throes of a caffeinated and spirit-led sermon. So it's not too uncommon for people to just kind of lose their alertness and to fall asleep. And I say that because spiritually, I think that's a huge problem. If we spiritually kind of fall asleep at the wheel, if we spiritually do not remain alert to what's around us, then what happens is that the enemy of our souls then can really take advantage of us, especially knowing our weaknesses. And I want to challenge you with something today, okay? Be honest about your own weaknesses. Be honest as to where and how the enemy of your soul can make you the most vulnerable. For some people, it's when they are near a certain person, or it's when they go into a certain environment or a certain setting. For others, it's when they are at their computer or maybe at their phone. Where is it in your life, in your routine, that the enemy can cause you to compromise? If you can recognize what that is, do you know what that is? That is being on your guard. That's realizing where you are weak. And if you're gonna watch this and say, well, I don't have any weaknesses, well, you just exposed a weakness. So every single one of us has a weakness, okay? The question is, what will we do with that? And I think that Paul's advice to this church is the same advice to us here today. Let's be on our guard about where we are weak and how we are weak, And let's ask for the Lord's help to stay strong as we are on our guard throughout the day. Okay? Thanks for joining me. I hope that's a blessing to you. We'll move on in this verse tomorrow, but until then, have an awesome day. We love you, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.